Hey guys, and welcome back to Decidedly Vanilla. Today we are back here on the Decidedly Vanilla SMP server as I am out here stuck in the middle of nowhere at night. I think our house is actually right up there. Logged in, it was nighttime. It's a little bit scary. Very, very much scary. But yeah, so we're out here tonight to do a little bit of mob grinding for now because I would love to get some mob drops, mostly bones. Really want to be able to get some things cooking up. But since last episode, I went ahead and did a little bit more mining because I just kind of wanted to hang out on the server with everybody and see how they were all doing. So I went ahead and got some more iron up here. And oh, that guy's going to go. We now have a full set of iron gear. Why do creepers glow? Is that new in 1.12.2? Yeah, so we are on 1.12.2 now. So you'll see we don't have better foliage anymore. And there he goes. And yeah, so we're back to more of the vanilla look of things, but I'm okay with it. I like it still. It's very, very cool. We have all of our new textures in here and stuff that I talked about over in the Building with Whip episode, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so what we're going to be doing today is, now that I've done blabbing for a while, is I actually want to be working on getting a cactus farm set up. So in order to do what I want to do, wow, that was a terrible sentence. In order to get started on some projects here in the future, we need a lot of resources. And the way I want to go about doing this is, so we are going to be going with that modern design we talked about a while ago, or in the first episode, so last week. And I want to go ahead and build these giant skyscrapers. If you guys follow me on Pinterest, you'll know I've been going crazy making Pinterest boards of different skyscrapers and things. But anyways, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be building a lot of tall skyscraper towers, but in... Oh, no, 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 no! No! That's not fun. Yo, no, sheep, no, sheep, no. Sheepy, no. Please, no, no, it's all bad. It's all bad. There's nothing good happening. It's all bad. Okay. Oh gosh. I do not miss creeper. Oh no, well that sucks. Anyways, well, this guy is going to be going soon anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. This house isn't meant to stay. It's only our starter home. But, dang it guys. Blow up our door. What kind of creeper blows up a door? Probably every... I almost looked at him. That could have been scary. Very, very scary. Alright, sorry, I'm a little lost now. Alright, what were we talking about? How's everybody doing? Welcome to Decidedly Vanilla. Today is a great day. Here's episode 3 on the server, and we're going to be doing some cool stuff. Alright, there we go. We're all caught up. So, now what I wanted to be talking about is we're going to be going ahead. I'm just going to patch up these holes real quick. We're going to be going ahead and working on some skyscrapers. And today, we can't really get a whole skyscraper built because obviously we don't have the resources to be building a skyscraper. But like I said, I want to make a cactus farm so that we can start to get some cool, like, shapes and things going, I guess you could call it. Shapes and things. There we go. That's a great word. It's a great way of describing it. Yeah, no. So what I want to do is over in this area... Off on this side, you guys see that big mound in front of us where we kind of started off this first episode over on that guy. I actually want to level that thing out pretty much all the way down there, and there's a really, really cool peninsula over this way. Let me go up on that guy and I'll be right back. All right, here we are. You can see our house right over there where I just kind of ran all the way up over here. Anyways, so we got this really cool bay right in here, and then this little point that juts out and actually cuts off right at the end there, and another little bay over there, and it's just a really, really cool area around this whole place. And the only thing stopping it from being like a great location for a big old city, like futuristic city kind of going out on the peninsula and everything, is this dang mound. And I figure we need a lot of stone and a lot of everything. So over time, I'm going to be working on cleaning this guy up and taking it down. If we ever need dirt or stone, I'm just going to start taking stuff off the top. And you can see over here we have an awesome desert as well that looks very, very cool. The mountains over in that area are awesome. Wow, I've said awesome a bunch there. And we got a lot of eggs, so we might be able to get that chicken coop up and running this time. But I doubt it. But yeah, so what I want to do today is, like I said, I want to get that cactus farm going. And so what we're going to be doing is right down in this area, we're going to be planning out basically the shape of our first skyscraper with some dirt. So I need to go ahead and get some dirt mined up so we can actually make the shape of it. And then we're going to be building the cactus farm, just basically floating up straight into the air, then building up the collection area down at the base and having it all kind of flow into a few hoppers and get a few chests down there. So more or less we can start actually building the farm and getting the farm up and running, because I want to use the cactus green dye color to actually help create the outside of this one. So pretty much I want to make a bunch of skyscrapers, have a farm on the inside of it, and then whatever that farm is helps determine whatever the color of the building is. So I think it'd be a really, really fun way of working with stuff. So let me go get a few things together and I'll be back with you guys. All right, so to start this guy off, I do want to go ahead and get some little bits of stuff shaved off the top of that so we can get some dirt going. So I made 2 iron shovels. This one I'm going to go ahead and get completely with dirt. And this one I'm going to go ahead and do completely with sand. So I'm going to go ahead and get all that stuff gathered up. Now I'll meet you guys back here. All right, I am back, and you can't even notice that we took anything off of the top of that guy. But this, if you guys wanted to know, this is how much you get off of an iron shovel. That's right there. That's a full iron shovel, almost 4 stacks of whatever you're doing. So that's pretty nice to know for the future that we really need to get diamonds. But yeah, so I wanted to go ahead and, with you guys right here, I want to go ahead and kind of work out the base design for this cactus farm. So I'm thinking this guy, let's pull out some dirt. And let me go get an axe real quick. All right, now we're talking. Finally, we have an axe that's not wooden. But yeah, so I want to go ahead and clear out a little bit of space right here so we can get a decent size area placed down. Or not placed down, but laid out kind of. And for this, I want to have this floating in the air for now so that we can decide how we want to do like a lobby area or something for the item collection later on. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to go ahead and just kind of work on building this farm. So how I want to do this guy is more or less, we're going to bring in slabs like this, break that slab, throw a sand down, and throw a cactus down on top of that guy. Now, how it gets interesting here, ooh, interesting, is we need to have, right up here, we need to have a fence. So for those who don't know how cactus farms work, pretty much when the cactus grows up, would grow up to being too high, that fence will knock it off. Pretty much because it comes in contact with it and it'll still grow up because there's not a full block above it. Then that'll get knocked off, and then we pretty much are collecting all these way down here at the ground. So pretty much we want to go ahead and do bam, do. Nope, that's not a good doot. We don't want that doot. And bam, 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 bam. I'm thinking on this guy, because we're gonna make a bunch of different levels of this, I'm thinking we're just gonna do a 5x5 area so we can have some space for it, you know? Or not 5x5, but 5 little like cactus things. So 25 cactus per row. I know it's gonna make it pretty massive, or we'll see how the shape of it is. So it's gonna be that pretty much in a square. That's actually not too big. That's not too bad at all. So we want to go like this and bring these all the way across. I think it's gonna be quickest if we literally just make a grid like this and go and do. So that's 3, and we want to get 4 and 5. Yeah, that's 5, right? Yeah, I think so. That's either 5 or 6. What am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're good. That's 5. Okay. Just going crazy. It's fine. But yeah, so we want to go ahead and get a kind of a pattern like this going up here almost. And just something so that we can have like a decent amount of space to it. Let me go ahead and get these guys in place for now. So the plan is that we go ahead and place this first layer in here, and then we're going to set up our collection point down below, just a little temporary one. Pretty much I want to get some water, basically pushing these guys all into the center, and then like 1 or 2 hoppers in there that'll pick everything up. And the point of that is so that, well, we can start collecting cactus as we're building our cactus farm, so that it's easier to place cactus in, because we don't have a whole lot. And we only have like the 20s. I think I have like another 10 cactus back at the base, but more other than that, this is pretty much all we got. So, but yeah, so pretty much what this means here is at minimum, our tower can be this large. So because we have to leave that extra block of space for the cactus to be able to grow, we have to make our full tower at least this size, which I think is actually going to be fine. Now this guy, we're going to build just a straight tower with some cool like balconies and things, and it'll be fun. I got a cool idea in mind for it. I think we want to go one more out, but more or less we're going to have to make some cool shapes with these super futuristic modern towers. I want to make very, very flowy designs as they go up. And more like curvy and just some, I don't know, just some cool stuff. That's all I can really say. I got a bunch of ideas, like I was mentioning, over on Pinterest I've been looking at. If you guys don't use Pinterest and you guys want to be Minecraft builders, definitely go check it out. It's free. Go create an account and you will be so thankful that you did. It is probably one of my favorite websites I've ever seen for just getting information about Minecraft, or not about Minecraft, but about building, just buildings in general. If there's anything you want to be learning about, Pinterest is the way to go for like architecture designs. There's just so many things out there. All right, so I went ahead and hooked up a little bit of a hopper right there in the middle, and I want to test this out to see how well it's going to work for us. So if we literally just do a water in the 4 corners right here, where's that? So that doesn't push it all the way into the center, so that's kind of a problem. We might have to get a bigger hopper network going or figure out how we can get some water more easily pushing everything there into the center. What we could do though is just raise the corner blocks up one and then put a water thing on top of those. So let's go ahead and get them in the 4 corners for now, but if we do something like that and then drop one of you in here and do something like that, then we can actually fill in these 4 sides with water. And you'll see right here that we can go ahead and, no, that's because that's a full area right there, isn't it? Is that? Yeah, so that's a full block. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Okay, so we can't do that because that would actually fill in everything. We'd have to do all 4 of these, which I don't quite know if we can do. Let's try this. Okay, so for now, we're just gonna do you and you, infinite water source. Cool, that corner is gonna be an infinite water source for now. So now what we can do is get that guy right there, and that should actually help us out a bit more. I'm thinking. I don't know this whole redstone-y stuff, guys, so if I'm just being dumb, I'm sorry. This is about all I know. So deal with me as we kind of work through this. I'm learning though. I'm really trying to learn it. And yeah, so let's go and do that, and then we can grab you, bam, bam, bam. We do one right up there. And where's this? That gets everything into the center. Hey, check that out. Perfect. That worked out just fine. Now let's go ahead and check down our chest underneath and see if it actually is getting everything into here. So we can get rid of that guy. That was holding up just a thingy. Yeah, so all of our cactus is getting collected now. That's super cool. But this is the problem I was talking about. I don't want the whole thing dripping. I'm thinking we might actually go ahead and do like a wood border to it or something like that, just to make it look a little bit nicer, you know? So let me go ahead and get some spruce wood, and then we can place that in there. Then I think we're gonna see just how far all of our resources can take us vertically with this cactus farm. I would love to get as much down as we possibly could today. So while we're doing other stuff over the next episode or two, we can actually just kind of be here gathering up some cactus so we can really finish off the farm. All right, so the little ceiling is in place now with all, I used acacia wood here just to keep it simple, and I like the red tone it has to go with the blue that we got going with, and that'll also work well with the green that we're gonna get going here soon. Anyways, I think it'd be kind of fun to do this in the form of a time lapse, so I'm gonna get on with it and we'll see how high we can take our cactus tower. So the one thing you always got to keep track of when you're playing on a multiplayer server is when you log out. I always forget that because I've been playing in single player for so dang long that I'm always so used to, oh, when I log out, it'll be the same time it is when I get back into the game. Nope, that is not the case here. I just came back in and it's pitch black and we almost blew up the front of the house again, and that'd be the second time in this episode. Anyways, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're working on the 5th layer right now for this cactus farm, and I'm really happy you can see some of the cactus falling down here. I do want to take this up another few layers, but before we do that, because we're waiting on some cactus to actually come in here, there's 10 more and a bunch of dirt. I really like that when I broke resources when I was up there, they just fell down and we can collect them back again. So while we're throwing this cactus up here back on the top again, I actually want to go ahead and jump over into a creative world, because I know we got quite a bit of stuff we can do here as far as designing this guy, and I like to get a little... Oh, no. Can we please? No, we're so... Yeah. Dang it. Anyways, I would like to get over into a creative world so that we can get a little bit of design work done on this guy, because I love... Okay, I guess we're gonna eat chicken. I really love what we have going on here with the style and design and all that cool stuff, but I would really like to, or I love the shape that we have going, and I want to go ahead and get a little bit more work done on it today, because I feel like a lot of what we've been doing so far has been prepping things up in this world, and I would actually really like to get some building work done with you guys to kind of show you an idea of what we're going to be going with here, because I keep talking about all these things that I want to touch on with these great skyscrapers. So anyways, let's jump over into a super flat world and we can go ahead and design a little bit of what we want this guy to be looking like. So I'll see you guys over there. All right, guys, we are back, and this is the base shape of what we're working with here. So that's that 5x5 area that we have, and basically we can't build anything in there. I guess we could do those corners in there, but that's more or less, this is the minimum shape or size that we can have this guy. Anyways, what I wanted to do here was, so these guys are 6 blocks up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the height that we have for our lobby right here, which is fine. That's something really doable. Anyways, what we're going to be using here, because we're using a lot of these full concrete blocks, is we need to make a lot of depth happen. I got some different colors on our hotbar right here. So we got the green, we got lime, we got green, we got white, and we got light gray. And I want to use some white stained glass panes. God, I can't talk. Some packed ice maybe, and then regular ice. I'm thinking regular ice can make some cool windows. And then I just have stone slabs here because I was working with those things. Just getting the layout down there. But I'm thinking we're going to use a lot of white concrete. So anyways, I want to work here first on creating our entrance. What I wanted to do with this guy was having some, like, a big old front entrance area. So we have our road, which is going to come like out here a little bit. And I'm thinking we actually go ahead and have this whole base area right here before where the actual farm comes in. We count out 2 on each of the corners, just because I think we could get some decent, like, extra shape to the tower. If we go just straight up, it's going to look pretty boring. So if we do this, we can get a lot of extra depth. So if we do that, and then I'm thinking on these corners right here, so if we do that for the base here, and say we go up like 2 floors with this guy, so we got that right there, and then we actually bring this up another, like, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we bring up 5 right there, and we bring that guy in like this, and then this is actually, is that, yeah, that is correct. Okay, let me get a square here real quick. All right, so instead of working with the bottom first, I decided to kind of go ahead and work with the middle, to what we could basically build these up and just stack them going all the way up to the top here. But I kind of like this design. What if we, no, that looks kind of dumb because you can't see through it. What if right there we came in with like a darker glass or something? I don't know. You guys, I'm gonna need some help on this one. What if we did like a light gray glass? What if we did light gray glass all the way up? That would look kind of... No, I like the blue look that we're getting off of this ice here. Do we? I don't know. You guys are going to have to help me out on this one a lot. I'm kind of lost for what we want to be doing here. Anyways, I was looking at this building concept for where I got this idea from, and I thought it was... One, I thought it was pretty cool, of course. That's why we're looking at it and kind of building it here. But they had this interesting design where in this area... basically they have these potted plants that we could almost do like that, and then grab like, I don't know, where's oak, and then we could go ahead and grab maybe, since we got acacia trees around us in game, let's go ahead and try something like this. And they have there's these small little bushes that just go all the way up the building. And I would really, really love to incorporate a lot of green into these skyscrapers. I really don't want to make like a hardcore, like just like city feel to stuff. So I would love to get something like that maybe in their little trees. I think we got to make them a little bit taller. Maybe we go ahead and like bring it up to there. We do like a tree leaves like this. As you can see, for me blabbing without really knowing what the heck I'm doing, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But something like that, I don't know, maybe something like get rid of that guy. That's not terrible. I don't know. Anyways, if you guys have ideas for small trees or things we could use in here, you guys will have to let me know, because I would love to incorporate something like this into this. Maybe that looks a little bit better, but anyway, something like that where we can stack them up, and I thought that would be kind of cool. And just something different. We don't have to do that on all four sides. I'm thinking only on the front we do that, where it looks out. Then on this side over here, we go ahead and I think we're gonna do this side in green, like a big ol' like green strip right here that goes all the way up to the side of the building, like a 3 wide one that would just kind of go all the way up here, and at the very top we bring it all the way across, so it creates like a big ol' like green square. We can just do it right here just because we're on the concept, of course, but we just do something like this where it's kind of up at the penthouse. It's like maybe, because this thing's gonna be pretty tall. So I know we had like 5 layers of the cactus right there so far, but I want to go ahead and bring it up to being like 10, 12 layers tall, I'll be honest. So if we did something at the very top, kind of like this guy, and maybe in the very center of it or something, on like say the bottom floor, we cut out like a little window right there, and we cut out a little bit of a window right there. We can go ahead and grab our ice and fill these guys in like that. Something, I think it'll make more sense if the whole picture's in there, but you guys can see then this would basically be going solid all the way up. This would kind of be like the side where the fire escape would be inside the building, just those different things. Obviously we're not going to do that type of stuff in the building because it's all going to be a cactus farm going up. So this is mostly just here to kind of give us an idea, or a masquerade basically. We're just trying to make it look like a scene here. The way I think we're going to go about building a lot of these skyscrapers is we're going to have the farm on the inside, and we're going to basically make it look like we're in a play almost, where it's all just backdrops. It's all just like hollow shells, because one, that'd be insanely difficult to try and create all of this going all the way up. But anyways, I was thinking we could go ahead and do something like that. So this is a 3 wide pillar here, right? And we go ahead on this little corner and make like a little 2 wide one that goes up a bit of the ways. And then we skip a bunch of squares. So we can skip like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we let it go up some more. And we have this one actually right here, kind of comes around to the back like this. And then obviously skips some more and goes all the way up. And then again, later on, I'll skip some more. Whatever the ratio is going to be once we actually get in there, we'll be fine. Remember, this green thing is going to be way, way up in the air. And obviously beyond that, we got to figure out something to make this side more interesting. What we could do here is to get a little bit extra depth. Instead of doing that type of stuff, we could go ahead and like throw some big old windows in here with some black stained glass. That could be kind of cool. Obviously, we're going to need a lot more materials to be making some farms like these. As you guys can see here, we need a lot of stuff. So look, that's all going to be green concrete. That's all going to be gray concrete, which means we need white and black. That's all white, so we need a lot of bones. That's all black, so we need a lot. That we might have to, I don't want to borrow stuff from other people, but we might just have to get some of this stuff done for our first building, and then obviously repay them back later. Because I really want to get building all this stuff, and I just don't want to be setting up all these dye farms right away, but that could be something we go ahead and do also. We got to figure out how to make like a squid tower. I think squid tower or skeleton tower will be our next one. I think that'll be pretty cool. Anyway, so we got these cool colors in here. We could have our little trees here. We got our, oh, and obviously, so this thing right here is going to go up again, however many that was. I think it's 7. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can count up right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so then this white part is going to come over again right here and go all the way across this guy, just so you guys can get an idea of what it's really going to look like. I think that's right. Oh, it's perfect. And then we basically just copy that whole section in there and do that up there as well. I think that could be a really cool idea for what we can get this whole thing looking like. I don't know. I think it could. I think this is going to be really fun to do. So let me go ahead and mess around with some stuff more, mainly this bottom area and maybe these other two sides, and I'll show you guys what I'm thinking at the end. All right, things have changed quite a bit, and I really like this. I gotta say, I'm really pumped with this idea. So before we had these like U-shaped or backwards C shapes, they're like that, then it was going up again like that. And what I did here was now it kind of flows better. So it flows up there, then back that way, then up there, and then comes back around. Lets these decks right here be a little bit bigger. And then this extra space right over here, I decided to put these solid lime concrete wall like lines that are going to go straight up. Again, that means we need more bones, but I really like it. I like how open this area is right here. I'm going to put another tree up there. I think the trees are really going to help us out, and I think it'll make a nice interesting shape to everything here. Now all I got to do is figure out the backside and this base, which I don't know what to do, guys. I have no idea. We might leave it just as the top one for now, and I'll come back and figure out what we want to do with this middle bit here to later on. I don't know. I really like this top part though. Imagine that, then this thing not being derpy short like that going all the way up there. I guess we should probably fix this and bring it into line with the rest of the structure. But I just think something like this is going to be really cool. So anyways, I'm going to do a little bit more work here, and I'll be back with you guys in just a few. Okay, so I fixed things up again, and I got to say I'm really enjoying the look of it, like I've said multiple times. That side's all fixed up. We got the white, so I decided these little white beams up here are going to basically come up all the way through a whole lap. So basically you can assume it goes down like that, then over, then around, then comes up and comes back to there. And so the white's going to go to there, and then it's going to skip all the way to the top of this one right here, where then it's going to go down, it's come up, and then it's going to go over, and then up. And so we're going to have some sort of format right there where they're basically going from the bottom of one of these little guys. I don't know. Basically, we're going to go like 1.5 of this section each time, and then we're going to have a little open gap, and then it's going to go up another 1.5 and then open. And back here on the back, we have this little setup going right here. I figured this was all we really needed to do. And what I was thinking almost is we simply can just come in here with this. And at every level, we go ahead and just do something like this and just purely bring out a little bit of a area to stand on, more or less, for the people living in these apartments. I guess they are apartments. It's a very much looking like an apartment building. So I think it's okay if we do something like this. And then that last one would be right up here. And we don't have our white stained glass. It's a widget stained glass. So we can go ahead and do like that, bringing these all the way over. I think this will actually give us a pretty cool look to it. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. And I'm thinking just kind of, you guys know I love squeezing in every bit of detail that we possibly can. But I think leaving that as a blank wall right there might actually help us more than it would hurt us, unless we came in with some more black stained glass and did like a little bit of a, like maybe even brought in like a new shape of a window instead of doing these big 3x5, 3x3. Maybe we can come in here simply with like a little 2x3 window. So we can do something like this, like that, and bring this all the way up here to the top. I think that could give us a pretty, yeah, I actually like that a lot. Okay, that is actually very cool looking. And bam and bam. Okay, I really like that. That looks really nice. Okay, yeah, I think that's what we're going to be going with. Anyways, I think that's going to have to do it for today's episode, guys. I do hope you enjoyed this concept that we're coming up here, as well as building that cactus farm. I don't really know if it's going to be a short one or a long one. I'm going to try and bring you guys in as much as I can on building this guy. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you loved it, and let me know in the comments below, 1, what we can do with this lower area right here. 2, if you guys like this design. 3, if there's anything you want to change. And 4, a name for a good old cactus tower, spike tower, whatever we want to call it. Something abode, I don't know. You guys will have to let me know. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode.